Hello, welcome to the leading brand WWE Smackdown Live edition. I'm Jeffrey Burtis. I will be your captain slash leader of this great, glorious leading brand. Gentlemen, well, who else is with me in this glorious Smackdown Live? I'm Jeffrey Burtis, and joining me is...
Too sweet Tony Lopez.
The Beethoven of baritones, James Belknap.
Oh my God, James, you need stick to being commentary, singing.
I can't even hear myself with these earphones on in the first off.
Oh my God, you're horrible. But
the Gloria. Okay, yeah, I was off key. Ooh.
Yeah, you're way off key.
Like English. Oh wait,
you're as bad as any English. But this is the 22nd edition of SmackDown Live. First of all, we kick off the show with the phenomenal AJ Styles. Yes, he showed up. Yeah. Yep. Bullet Club for life. Goes out and he's starting the US Open Challenge. Please, can I get that can I please get that Open Challenge? I want more of the US Open Challenge. I will say this about Cena. When he did that US Open Challenge, great, beautiful. But to answer the call for the Open Challenge is none other than Kevin Owens. Yes. Just a traditional promo. He's like, okay, once again, a legendary Canadian gets screwed over by McMahon. Well played, Well played, KO. Well played playing that card out there. Shane comes out, and he's like, okay, you know what? I'll give you one more rematch for the U.S. title. But if you do not win it this time, you're not getting another title shot as long as AJ is champion. And does he even sweeten the pot? I'm letting you pick the referee. So, promo concludes. Main event is the U.S. title picture. Gentlemen, your thoughts on this promo leading up to the main event?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. Kevin was heated like normal. I don't expect anything less from Kevin now. It's just the whole get another shot as long as AJ's champion. And you get to choose your own referee, which made the whole thing interesting for me. I liked it. Personally, I liked it.
I liked the promos that came throughout the show. To be honest, I wish they had more.
I mean, you don't need too many promos. You need the fact that there needs to be some wrestling involved. I mean, promos are great and all.
Oh, no, what I'm talking about is throughout the show, like in between every break or such of the action, you see Kevin Owens looking for somebody. That would be great.
That was Man, he tried almost everybody.
Like, imagine if he just, all of a sudden, someone went through the curtain and, like, literally people just saw them go through the curtain and he stopped the person from their match. Hey, can you do me a favor?
It's like think about it. Like, the Fashion Police came out of nowhere. He tried to ask Sammy. Sammy was like, "Nope." It was entertaining.
It was. Actually, what's fun is when you have a heel like that, you can actually say stuff that the universe is saying. Like when he said, "I mean, ever since you came to SmackDown, you haven't been really doing anything."
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
And the crowd laughed. The crowd's lit, and the crowd laughed because they knew that's what they're thinking. And WWE is getting a little meta after each and every pay-per-view like that.
Well, it wasn't Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a pretty hostile crowd.
Well, it was that same crowd that's been there for SummerSlam the last few days, too.
Yes. But, so overall, I give that an A. I give that a solid A on the promo. And a little bit of the build going into the main event. But, next up, your man, James Belknap, Aiden English, the singing way off key. Keep going. Come on, keep going.
I need his whole script just so I can sing that to you.
God, I don't know what you're getting so over with Aiden English, and I don't see it. I don't get it whatsoever.
I also have a little bit of bias. The fact of I really liked the Vaudevillains, and
My God.
Simon leaving just kind of ticked me off. Yeah. It'd be really great if he joins the Ascension for fun.
What?
A little heelish, different kind of heel turn. He joins the Ascension.
Excuse me? How does that work? Tony,
You have good writers back there. Make it work.
I mean, unless you turn the Ascension into essentially a comedy group. Wait, that's Southpaw Regional Wrestling. Never mind, I'm done.
I'm about to say they're already there.
Oh my God.
The way they're booking, they're already there.
Maple syrup on wood.
That is the great. I don't know how to think about that, to be honest. Every time, all of a sudden, just like,
Oh my God.
I bet you they had way too much fun filming that promo.
I wonder what they were smoking.
Stop,
I almost spit it on all over the camera, bro.
But anyway,
but seriously, if you want to if you all of a sudden just make them mad enough and just make them ticked off about the arts, especially with Rude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this idea of being artsy and being fancy and being, a Ric Flair type.
Exactly.
Imagine him getting mad about the arts and decided just to turn dark. Then you got an Ascension member again.
Nice.
This is true.
But anyway, you did mention it. The glorious one. Bobby Roode is on the main roster. My God, the highlight. Now I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
And I will give in. Oh, so glorious. Until the
end. I literally flipped out when I saw Bobby Roode on the main roster. Tony, you were there. I was just flipping out. My God.
We and him were in a conversation. I think it was just on the phone. He's like, oh my God, Bobby Roode. You didn't even know who he was.
Okay. Now I do know.
TNA. I've watched him for years.
What was he back in TNA?
You mean Beer Money?
Bobby Roode. Which one? Team Canada or Beer Money? Yeah.
Also, I liked how JBL mentioned the fact that get that Beer Money ready when he made a little reference to Bobby Roode and Beer Money during the match between him and Aiden English.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
I was wondering what that reference was about.
Oh my God, he made a James Storm reference. Really? Wow.
Yeah, he made that reference of Beer Money. Before he was in WWE, he was in TNA, and he had a little stable called Beer Money with him and James Storm.
Oh, and
now what was he named back in TNA? Was he still Bobby Roode?
He was Bobby Roode or Robert Roode.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, the match was a good, decent debut match. Good, solid match. Aiden English got some offensive in.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
that was actually very surprising how much offense he really did get in for, well, it's supposed to be kind of like a squash match.
I mean, the thing I've noticed with SmackDown as of late, when they debut people from the NXT main roster, they have dead even matches like Dolph Ziggler and Nakamura. That match was pretty much even. Not a squash, it was an even match. And then Aiden English and Bobby Roode, pretty decently even match.
Well, we're not digging holes for some Punjabi prison matches, so.
I will place you in your Punjab prison.
You're not letting that go, are you?
Well, seriously, we're not trying to bury people here. Granted, most of the people that they do debut gets buried afterwards for a little.
Okay. But anyway, Bobby Roode comes out, does the glorious DDT. First of all, I love the fact that a DDT is actually a finisher about freaking time.
Well,
And
it's a lifting DDT, so it's going to be a little better.
he cuts a promo with Renee Young, and he's like, SmackDown just became glorious.
That crowd was lit for it. I mean,
I have a question though.
shoot, Rude looked like he was surprised during his entrance.
Oh yes. He very looked like he was like, wow. But this leads
took 2 steps and like, wow. And I heard the backstage recording, and just the way that people were loud, and just the second time it came around when he finally started walking, that's all it was. I was like, oh man, you can't even hear the music.
Now I have a question though. The promo looked like a babyface promo. So is he a face or is he a heel?
I got an answer. It's his debut. They're gonna have the reaction. We don't actually know what's gonna happen yet. So let's play that cool right now.
I mean, he's over with the crowd as is just for that entrance, basically.
Yeah.
But I have a question for you, Tony. Can Bobby Roode, is he a better face or is he a better heel?
Oh, he's absolutely a better heel. Absolutely a better heel. He's able to do whatever he wants, say whatever he wants. It's Bobby freaking Roode, man. What he can do as a heel. Don't put him as a babyface. Make him a heel. Make him arrogant. Make him all the pomp and circumstance. Make him glorious.
Heck, even his name has what he kind of replicates. Bobby Roode.
But can he work?
Hope you're getting better.
Like, can he work face though?
He can. I've seen it before. That was beer money.
That was beer money. Okay.
Yeah.
But overall,
half of it.
Overall for your debut, great. Best thing that happened besides SummerSlam.
I was about to say it was glorious.
It was glorious. God, so good to see him on the.
Now, what happened next?
What happened? What?
What happened next?
What happened next was, we had not one, but another debut. Daniel Bryan came backstage. It was backstage. Chad Gable shows up, like, come on, give me something to do. So, yeah, I didn't just give Jason Jordan to Kurt Angle. In exchange, he helped me sign one of his closest friends. Ladies and gentlemen, making his return to WWE and on SmackDown is Mr. Shelton.
The gold standard, Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin. Ain't no stopping me now. God, Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Roode on the same day. And it looked to me like Shelton Benjamin, Chad Gable was a stag. But it looked to me like he's like, I don't want to tag team with you. He's like, I'm just happy to be here. I felt like I got that. Did you get that vibe, Tony?
Oh, Shelton wasn't expecting. It seemed like he wasn't expecting the tag team move, but at the same time, he's grateful. That's what it looks like. But we will see Shelton Benjamin's debut next week on SmackDown Live.
Yes. Now, James, do you remember seeing Shelton Benjamin back in the day?
Never have. I never watched him.
Oh man.
What I did remember, people mentioned that he was on Team Angle.
Yes.
Oh, he was Team Angle. He is the most athletic part of Team Angle.
Yes. If you go on the WWE Network and look at some old SmackDown footage of him and Charlie Haas, self-proclaimed world.
Can I be honest? I need him to watch one match. It's right after he debuted on Raw. He beat Triple H clean on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, that's right. When he wasn't part of the tag team anymore.
And this is when Evolution was going on. Triple H was world champ. Even Ric Flair tried to come out and interfere and everything like that. Still won clean.
And he is so athletic. I mean, watching him in ladder matches. Oh man, he is good.
Who would you best compare him to? In the current roster.
Pure athleticism plus wrestling ability.
Gable?
He's actually like the perfect combination between Gable and Jordan.
Huh.
Yeah, I would agree. If you can, and the thing is, he has some good mic skills. Unlike those two.
As you didn't mention, it did seem like that he was kind of blindsided with the fact that he has to be a tag team.
Oh well, I mean, I'm fine with it.
To be honest, I think it was the smoothest transition from not being a superstar in WWE to skipping NXT to being a superstar.
And it also brings clarity with what happened with Jason Jordan. It wasn't just saying, "Oh, I like how the story basically."
And remember when the original brand split happened last year? Shelton was supposed to debut on SmackDown at that time.
Yes.
But he had a knee issue. He had to go get surgery, so he's back from that knee issue.
And now he's back, and I cannot wait. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Can you see tag team?
Please, just don't. I just don't want to see him do a swan dive off a ladder ever again.
Oh, he'll do it. I want to see him run.
Sometimes he's worse than Jeff Hardy. Sometimes he's worse than Jeff Hardy on a ladder.
Yes, James. Yeah, watch him in ladder matches. It's scary.
WrestleMania 25 Money in the Bank ladder match. That's all I gotta say.
Oh yes.
WrestleMania 25 Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Yes.
I think James is interested, but let's go. Let's move forward. We also had, can we say, a little bit of a squash tag team match between the Usos, down since day one-ish. Anyone else down since day one-ish? Down since one. Oh, come on. They're up against the Hype Bros. Hype Bros got some offensive going. They got a nice hot tag, but the Usos were just proving way too much. And it was a very short match, honestly. It was a very short match, and then Usos, however, swarmed them and then locked down Zack Ryder, and they got the pinfall, and now they're talking trash. Like what we did with the New Day. Well, I need to watch that pre-show match. That might be the only pre-show match I ever watched in years. I heard that was really good.
It was a great match. A great freaking match.
So I still need to watch that, but yeah, I've heard it was a great match.
By the way, do you know why that match was short, right?
Why?
Because we don't get hype. We stay hype.
Hey, hype. Wait, what?
Hey. But they cut a little promo just saying, anyone that challenges us for the tag team titles, we're taking them to the Uso Penitentiary.
I don't know why. When they were saying that and there was a pause, I expected somebody to come out.
I expected.
Yes. I didn't expect New Day. I expected like the AOP to come out. I expected Paul Ellering to be on the ramp and AOP come out from behind and just beat the crap out of him.
I'm also surprised that there was no interruption. They just let the Usos come out and do that promo. That I thought at least the New Day, at very least, keep that heat going.
I think there was a botch somewhere because you notice when their music came back, they kind of flinched for a second.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
They may be sitting there for next week.
Either that or someone was supposed to make the entrance and what do you know? Kevin Dunn messed up with his big buck teeth in the way.
Okay, sure. But I used to get a solid C- on that. And then we had another squash match. Nakamura versus the Singh brothers.
That was weird.
Hey.
Well, I like the idea of it, but the execution was pretty bad.
The execution was bad because, one, Nakamura, I feel like it's not... this feud, I'm just like, just get the top. It does nothing for them. Also, what's hurting Jinder Mahal's title reign is that he keeps winning with the same excuse. Singh brothers. If you want me to believe that Mahal is a legit champion, have him win in some other ways except for the Singh brothers. Have them win dirty with being a low blow or a dirty pin. Just not the same rinse and repeat. Every time he's won a match, it's always due to the Singh brothers.
It's because you people are xenophobes and you understand my people.
At least win
Wait.
Xenophobe, by the way.
Don't want to
Xenophobe.
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 Not xenophobe. Xenophobe.
But at least give me some reason to. Okay, you take the Singh brothers out, you're not gonna win. That's how I feel about this feud. If you want me to believe that Mahal's a legit champion, have him win some other way, Tony. I'm sorry. But anyway, during the match with the Singh brothers, it was a squash match. Nakamura won with a cross arm bar, which made one of the Singh brothers tap, and then Mahal attacked Nakamura from behind. He missed, and Nakamura hit a Kinshasa on Mahal, setting up maybe one more title match until the next Smackdown pay-per-view, whichever one that is, whichever I think that would be
Let me check.
Night of Champions.
For sure. I think it's after Night.
I wrote it down. I forgot what it was. If my mouse would work.
I think it would. I want to say Night of Champions. We're in September. October's Hell in a Cell. I know that much. Oh wow. We'll get back to that later. But
I'll look it up right now. Just my mouse right now is not working.
I got you. But overall, this sets up Nakamura. He's gonna get one. He's gonna get another title shot. Maybe two more against Mahal. Gentlemen, your thoughts on this match and how this feud has been going? Because one last thing, if this match was for the U.S. title, I'd buy into it a little bit more, but not for the WWE title.
I have a feeling that Nakamura is still not going to win the title at the next SmackDown pay-per-view.
How much longer?
It's looking like the next SmackDown pay-per-view is not Clash. It's actually going to be Hell in a Cell.
That's
Hell in a Cell's coming, which makes sense for the AJ Styles, and possibly Kevin Owens again. You never know.
No. We'll get to that later. But Hell in a Cell's a SmackDown pay-per-view. Interesting. I mean, it would make sense to get the Singh brothers out, so we'll just have to wait and see.
They haven't announced anything beyond TLC, other than Survivor Series and Clash of Champions. But Clash of Champions don't even have a brand exclusivity yet.
Yes.
Alrighty then. Moving on. We had another tag team match. Holla holla. Women's tag team match between Naomi and Becky Lynch versus Natalya and Carmella. What they're doing with Carmella is brilliant. Hold off on the cash-in, make Natalya sweat a little bit, maybe a little bit paranoid, and having them team up with them, just saying, you know what? I got this money in the bank. I can cash in at any time. Because unlike Baron Corbin, I think Carmella is ready. Gentlemen, do you agree?
I do. And, Clef the Boy Chin Wonder over there is kind of a distraction at the same time.
You mean Ellsworth?
I hate hearing him talk. I hate hearing him talk, though. It's making me mad. That's
the point.
Him.
That's the point.
I know it. It's working. It's working.
That's the
working.
Point.
That's the problem.
It's working. That means you can't stand Ellsworth. I can't stand Ellsworth. He's a heat magnet. He's a perfect heel manager. He's not doing anything. He's just causing heat, making us cannot stand him. That's helping Carmella. Being like this good heel.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you may say what you want about Ellsworth, but he's doing a damn good job causing you to get mad.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
See, this is perfect heat.
I really can't stand him. He talks too much.
That's the point.
He talks too much.
James gets my reference.
Wow, you're absolutely horrible. But anyway, nothing much exciting about this match. It's the fact that okay, Carmella's getting in Natalia's head. It was more focused on Natalia and Carmella. Like they refused to tag in one another, and just the faces they're on the same page. The heels were not because one has their own agenda with the Money in the Bank cash in, and of course James Ellsworth. So faces won. No surprise there. Gentlemen, your thoughts on this tag match, or do you care about the tag match? Or do you care about the storyline in the tag match?
I have a suggestion.
What?
Replace James Ellsworth with Big Cass in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Because there's only one word
to describe. Oh wait, he doesn't do that anymore.
Oh wait, he just puts his fist up. That's all.
Yes, just put him his fist up. And there's one sentence I'm going to say, and that's going to lead straight into Tony Lopez. The Mamma Mia Minute. Tony, all yours.
Well, this week on NXT was basically the recap show. Recapping NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3, which, guys, if y'all could say, was weekend stealer, if I must say. It was better than SummerSlam. Much better than SummerSlam.
I can't argue with that.
There's only two.
I mean, our genuine...
That weren't.
Two things?
That was United States and Universal.
Yeah. And I still feel like a lot of the moments that happened on NXT TakeOver were above and beyond just beautiful.
Yeah, no argument here.
There was only 3 matches on the card. Well, technically, 2 matches on the card. One. What the crap? What the?
Don't mind me.
Well, there was supposed to be a match between No Way Jose and Lars Sullivan first, but as Jose was doing his cool entrance, Lars comes out of nowhere and just like absolutely lays him out. This guy scares me. Like if I saw that guy walking down the street, I'm walking the other way.
Paranoid, aren't you?
I mean, when you see a guy that jacked up and just like mean, I don't want to mess with him.
Starts walking up real quickly, like, oh shit. I'm not finished with you.
It's practically a smaller version of Braun Strowman.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, but they did talk about what happened in the main event first between Drew McIntyre and Bobby Roode at NXT TakeOver. Of course, we all know what happened. McIntyre wins, and then who shows up? But Adam Cole, baby! Oh, it feels good to say. It feels good to say.
Another member of the Bullet Club joining NXT.
Oh gosh! Imagine when they could finally get Bullet Club together in WWE.
Oh my God! They got Finn, you got AJ, you got Gallows and Anderson, you got Cole. Ooh, that's a lot.
Eventually, they'll create their own stable.
There was another. Yeah, exactly. It would be Balor Club United. But let's go on to the iconic duo. Peyton Royce and Billy Kay.
I don't know about
Peyton Royce had don't sweat them. Peyton Royce had a match against Peyton Royce had a match between herself and Sarah Logan. Sarah Logan is also going to be in the Mae Young Classic, which I found out 4 episodes will be uploaded onto the WWE Network next, I believe, what's today, the 25th? On the 28th. 4 episodes will be uploaded right then and there. But it was a good match, back and forth, kind of physical, surprisingly. And Billy Kay does their normal.
Basic.
I mean,
Generic.
basic taunting. They're basic bad girl taunting. Yes. Billy Kay distracted. Peyton Royce got the 1, 2, 3. It was kind of obvious what was going to happen. So, more recap, some other stuff, and then the main event. Oh my God! I'm so glad they got some UK guys on the show.
Ignore me.
We had Tyler Bate and Seven Mustache Mountain facing off against Wolfgang and the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. This was actually a really good tag team match. Every time these guys come on the show, it's just like they steal the freaking show. Jeffrey, did you see that match?
No, I have not.
God, it was a good match.
It was a great match to watch. Anytime those UK guys are on the show, watch it.
Okay.
James,
how
did you feel about that match?
What was I? I think I was trying to go to the gym, and then that's when I realized I was just way too sick to go.
So
and as I was on the bike, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh, God, and I've been flipping out. People behind me was looking at me like, what the hell's going on? And, they can see, obviously, it's wrestling.
Yeah. Oh, my God. They're what they can do in the ring is insane. The joint manipulation that uses during the match, the British strong style, which is insane. Y'all are gonna make me do it too. God. But it is some of the best stuff that WWE has put on TV in a long time. But Pete Dunne
put on TV. That was on a network, technically.
Oh, I mean, shoot, could put it on TV. But Pete Dunne and Wolfgang ended up getting the win. Oh my God, I loved it. Now, shall we speak on some news regarding NXT?
We have breaking news.
Actually, yes.
We have breaking news.
Asuka, because of a collarbone injury, has relinquished the NXT Women's title. Guys, how do y'all feel about that?
She should have dropped the belt to Ember Moon.
Define relinquished.
She stripped.
She is no longer the NXT Women's Champion.
But define relinquished. It's different from stripped. It's different from vacated. It's different from interim coming.
She actually was on the show for the tapings and actually handed the belt to Regal himself.
Okay. So it was more of a I know I can't compete anymore kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It was, and a thank you Asuka chant and everything. So
I mean, yeah, but it still drives to this nail that Ember Moon should have won this. But here's the thing.
It would have protected her actually if Ember Moon would have won, because then you could say the collarbone's the reason why.
Yes, very much so. But now that Asuka's the reign is over, I don't know what you do. Do you keep her in NXT, have her get the belt back, and have another streak going? Or do you finally pull the trigger and due to this injury saying, forget the NXT, I'm going straight to the main roster?
I feel like if she relinquishes it, like she relinquished it, she's definitely going to be going to the main roster once she gets healed up. Now, what show? I don't know. I would love to see her on Monday Night Raw.
SmackDown.
I don't think SmackDown needs another person like that.
I'm going to say, I'm trying to think who really does need it more. It would have to be SmackDown at this point.
Raw doesn't.
Who's the competition on Raw right now?
Raw. Let's see. Raw. You have Sasha Banks, Bayley, Alexa Bliss, Nia, Emma, Mickey James, hardly used, and Dana Brooke. In SmackDown, you have SmackDown, Carmella, Naomi, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Charlotte, Tamina, and Lana. I already see her in SmackDown.
Yeah, probably SmackDown. You got a point. But this
SmackDown
has been
needs
the
her.
Mamma Mia Minute.
Mm-hmm.
This has been the Mamma Mia. Guys, over to Jeffrey.
Alrighty, but before I go to the main event, thank you so much, Tony, for the Mamma Mia Minute. You did a fantastic job covering NXT. NXT is the future. Tony represents the future because we're building him to be something better.
The future now.
I am the future.
Yes,
Bow.
But before I go to the main event, we had another promo. Guess who's back after a little sabbatical? Mr. Show-Off himself, Dolph Ziggler. How do you feel about Dolph Ziggler coming back? First of all, before you say anything, he had a little promo saying, I've got a big announcement for next week. I finally figure out what I have to do to succeed in this company. What do you think this big announcement will be, and how do you save Dolph Ziggler? And how do you save Dolph Ziggler from turning into pretty much mid-card hell like he's always been?
Dancing. Valet girls. Like every single stereotype you can think of on another WWE wrestler. Oh, glow in the dark. Oh, It was kind of a shoot. It was kind of a shoot.
I mean, what big announcement do you think he'll have?
All I know is he's here to show the world.
But
you know what? He's here to show off.
Do we honestly care about this big announcement, though?
I think it's the same old Ziggler.
It is. I'm probably going to be face Ziggler, maybe.
Face Ziggler's back?
I don't know about that, no. Unless they put him against, like, Mike Kanellis or something like that.
Speaking of which, Mike Kanellis, what's he been doing as of late? What's Sammy been doing as of late? You got nothing better to do? Ugh.
Well, here's to the greatest.
Indeed. Now, we all saw KO just struggling to find a referee. First off, he asked Sami Zayn to be his ref. You know, after all the times you stabbed me in the back, no. Just no. We also had a little funny set with the Fashion Police maybe trying to be the referee. It's like, no, just no. And
no.
Yes. And then I was so looking forward to it. I was thinking this is going to be another debut, but it turns out to be, it's just Baron Corbin. Yay.
But when I was thinking about it, I was like, there's nobody in NXT that would really be on Kevin Owens' side. So, and they didn't really sign anybody recently.
Makes sense.
I was just thinking, I didn't know who was going to be, though.
Fair enough. James, were you a little disappointed that it was Baron Corbin?
Well, it's one of those things of, what are you really trying to do at this point? Are you really truly trying to bury him, or are you just trying to find filler? Because if you're going to be showing me a heel who does... That's the closest thing to a friend he's going to have. You know, it'll be a great spot to have Jericho at that point. About it.
Oh, my God.
That would have been perfect.
Like, everyone else says no, and the only person there that would say yes is Jericho. That'll have been great.
That would
My best friend, Kevin Owens.
But
And they don't have to. They can kind of play off the whole Shield thing, like kind of like keeping the arms length kind of thing, but not being friends, and they can choose to be friends later or not.
Good point.
They could have done a lot if they had Jericho there for that.
But the main event: KO, AJ Styles, with Baron Corbin as a special guest referee. I mean, for the beginning of this match, Baron Corbin called it right down the middle. I was like, okay. But we all knew going into this match that Baron Corbin was going to side with the heels. He let KO do whatever he wanted, did a fast count even, and just tried to bend the rules as much as possible until Shane O'Mac showed up to say, hey, call this down the middle. I'm like, and then Corbin's like, you know what? I don't need this. I'm done. I quit as being a referee. And then the nightmare scenario began for Kevin Owens. Shane O'Mac put on the special guest referee shirt, and he's like, okay, I'm the new referee now. God, Baron Corbin, you got a long way back. You're going to be buried 6 feet under after this, but I'll say it later.
It was just money.
It was just money. Shane O'Mac had a nice...
Money.
Money. Oh, God. Money.
Dollar.
Good match.
I thought he was going to go money. Yeah. Money. Yeah.
No.
No crime time? Okay.
And then just overall back and forth match. And Styles hits him with, I think it was a phenomenal forearm. Shane called it 1, 2, 3. And we're done with this feud. Final chapter of KO Shane.
Are we really done with the feud?
We're done.
Ooh.
We're done. Now we get set up for Shane KO, because that feud is going to be happening pretty soon. Gentlemen,
That's true.
I have 2 questions for you. 1, how do you feel about KO, AJ wrapping up the feud? Actually, 3 questions. 2, KO, Shane feud. And 3, Baron Corbin buried even. Keep digging that shovel. Keep digging that shovel. How much longer until he's completely buried?
Corbin's going to be down in the gutter for a while. I see Shane. Somehow they extend Shane and Kevin all the way to WrestleMania. Also, I have a weird prediction. How some way those 2 are going to end up on the same Survivor Series team.
Oh,
Who and who?
Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens.
What would happen is somebody gets injured, so Shane comes in.
Yeah.
Probably
Was Shane involved with the last one?
Yes.
Yes, he was.
You know what would be really great? If this was the moment that Daniel Bryan comes in.
He could stop teasing Cody.
God.
FTR.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. But okay, now what's next for AJ?
Open challenge every week.
Open challenge. My question is, how many people are going to be taking that open challenge? Who all's on the roster that can take that open challenge?
Baron Corbin?
Who's even in NXT who could take the challenge?
Oh, they did lose Hideo Itami?
Ooh, that's a great way to bring him. I mean, even Roderick Strong, you can bring him that way.
Or
because McIntyre's going to be stuck there for a bit.
Yeah.
Hype Bros can pop up every so often. So let's say certain tag teams will pop up. So that means Breezango got the chance.
What about Aaron?
Got the chance.
Ooh, what about Luke Harper?
Ooh. That would be a good match.
I like how he says specifically Harper and not Rowan.
Rowan, no.
Nobody cares about Rowan.
There's no future with Rowan. There's no future with Eric Rowan.
He kind of it kind of kills his character. They need to find a way to build up his character enough to be a better mid-carder.
Yes.
Make him Enzo Amore's tag team partner. Oh! That could work.
Well,
Wait a minute.
How would that work?
Wait a minute. Oh, that could work.
How'd that work?
Well, you don't need a talker on that one.
You don't.
Enzo does the promo. That means that leaves you to do the wrestling.
Exactly.
No, you know, it'd be really great if Enzo does go through that hell of trying to find another partner. And he switches partners, like he tries one person and obviously loses, or they win and then they realize they don't need Enzo, so they shove him in the face.
Speaking, well, I know I don't bring up 205 a lot. We never talk about 205, but Enzo made his 205 Live debut and immediately had a promo with Neville.
I had one problem. How could you wear that?
Spell it out?
No. How could he wear that Coogee sweater with like basketball shorts?
It's Enzo.
No. But you don't do that.
It's
That's Biggie style. You can't mess up Biggie style.
Yeah, you can't.
This is my hip hop fan coming out of me. This is my hip hop coming out of me, man. But even on 205 Live, they even had a great cruiserweight title match.
That was a good title match.
I mean, we don't. I don't bring it up. I only brought it up just because of the fact that Enzo just made his debut.
That's a good point.
So, to wrap up this leading brand of SmackDown Live, I would like to leave it off with a question. You see, there's a lot of characters, a lot of superstars as of late that have been kind of buried in the wayside. Baron Corbin, Rusev, and Enzo Amore, all been treated very garbagey, being absolute garbage. Well, whether it's from backstage heat, whether it's from a little Twitter control, or whether it's just from cutting his hair. Now, besides kissing up to the upper level people, is there a way you can save these superstars from being on the wayside, or is it better off for these superstars to request for their release? As rumor has it that Rusev has been wanting his release from WWE due to creative booking.
First off, I don't think Rusev actually called for his release. I think that's just a story.
Mm-hmm.
Second, it's just a matter of keeping your head in the game and being patient. There's so many people right now on both shows, NXT, 205. Just have to be patient and like work hard at getting a better spot. That's pretty much it.
Hell, look at Breezango. They did the Fashion Police thing on their own time.
And they're the most over tag. Well, they're the most over act on SmackDown. Not the most over act on SmackDown. And if you tell me otherwise, I would say lies. Everybody's into the Fashion Police.
It's getting old though. You gotta get me.
That's why they're always coming up with new material.
I mean, the most over tag team is still the New Day. I don't care what anyone says.
Their cereal's good too.
Yeah, but they sell money. The Fashion Files, the Fashion Police, good entertaining stories, but can you make money off of them?
Mm-hmm.
But Rusev, man, when he made his debut, he had a little foreign gimmick, basic traditional foreign gimmick, United States champion. He had a tank entrance for WrestleMania.
I love that you called it a basic foreign gimmick when it's not a gimmick. He's really foreign.
I know. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
The anti-American gimmick, basically. But he came out with a tank.
Mm-hmm.
My God, he was on that. I mean, that was it. That's it. Then he just went boom to a 10-second squash match with Orton. Enzo Amore.
Good point.
Actually, do you want to know about that squash match?
Go ahead.
Enlighten me.
Well, and it technically Rusev was supposed to win that match,
What happened?
but 2 hours into the show, all of a sudden Vince McMahon just woke up that day and decided, I want Jinder to win that match. And because Jinder has to win, and he doesn't want too many heels winning, he has to have a face win. Well, what's a spot that you can change real quickly that doesn't require much for the face?
The RKO.
So it was very unfortunate, but he took the loss because somebody decided that day instead of Shinsuke Nakamura winning by DQ, it was Shinsuke losing because of interference.
The same way he won the title.
That's also the reason why people really hated it, because guess what? It just so happened someone decided on the day he woke up to change that match 2 hours into the show.
Wow. Wow. Now, gentlemen, do you have any one question you want to get off your chest? I'm leaving this room.
One question.
Yes.
Do we see any more debuts on either roster within the next 2 weeks?
No way. NXT's been cleared.
I can.
Wait. Maybe.
I can see one.
Maybe
and it's not the Authors of Pain.
Hideo?
Alistair.
Too early.
I don't think so. I think he's so good he can come up to the main roster.
Already lost Bobby Roode. You've lost your main star on NXT.
Okay.
You need to build up someone else to challenge, and not just Adam Cole. Aleister Black, I want him to win the NXT title before he goes up to the main roster.
Or we could also see a person from Raw all of a sudden on SmackDown, or a person from SmackDown all of a sudden on Raw. Think about that.
In the next 2 weeks.
Maybe the next 2 weeks.
No one is rumored, but
they always love to surprise us.
I can't.
The question is, who would be best fitting? I mean, the next thing I think would be good is the women's division having something.
Mm-hmm.
So, other than Charlotte moving,
Charlotte, I don't think
Charlotte moving back to Raw, maybe putting
Alexa's the only thing, and that'll be switching back to what it was last year.
Yeah,
but maybe not Alexa. Maybe
Emma
Bailey.
Bailey, ooh, that could work.
It could work with Bailey at least.
It could. Might be treated better on SmackDown than she is on Raw.
That's true.
James, do you have any one question you want to get off your chest?
What is the one question? Nope, that's not a good question. Because the one question I'm thinking of is when? When does everything else need to happen? Because at this point, it's either by injury. Like, the biggest one to me was Asuka. And Asuka got injured, so there's a timeline for that.
She can potentially make her debut, her return, NXT TakeOver Houston or Survivor Series. Or that whole weekend. She will be cleared in time.
The question is just when at this point, because a lot of people that are like Nia Jax, like at this point, it's when for her. Because they're focused on so many of just certain main face roster names. And they keep on recycling them over and over again. They need to... There's certain people that it's now, when will they see that shot?
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, like I said, was The Miz. Miz needs a title shot, and to be honest, I know it's not going to happen with the Universal title.
He damn near deserves it.
It does. It just depends, really.
It's tough because some people really do need their shots, and some just don't get it. It's unfortunate, but some of them, like Naya's gonna be needing a shot soon.
Mm-hmm. Question is, what is her finisher? Is it that leg drop? Or is it that Samoa drop?
She uses a lot of things, to be honest.
She needs to get settled in on one of them. I could have a feeling that maybe the Samoan drop be used more of a signature move because simply she is Samoan, so it kind of makes sense. But I would love it to be that rolling.
It takes a lot of athleticism.
Well, she's pretty athletic for her size, so
you got that right.
Yeah.
So the question is, for a lot of people, when?
When? When will all these when will all these pieces begin to fall in place on this season?
It's going to happen sooner rather than later.
I say the WrestleMania season will, and it normally starts around Royal Rumble, but it'll start to pick up during Survivor Series.
Yeah.
We're going to see all these little pieces set into place for when WrestleMania begins. Because the way I look at it now is that WrestleMania is the season finale, a culmination of an entire year of build-up, basically. And then they just reset.
I mean, think about the 3 pay-per-views before Survivor Series. You have No Mercy, you have Hell in a Cell, and you have TLC. All 3 of those before Survivor Series.
There's a lot of pay-per-views between WrestleMania and SummerSlam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're just now getting into hardcore, wrestling season. It's going to start to pick up real fast here soon.
There's going to be a lot less feuds. And so they got to do something about making sure that people get their shots. Because, again, they're recycling to the point of Alexa Bliss was champion here. Alexa Bliss is champion there.
Think about this. Brock Lesnar in a TLC match.
At home.
That's a possibility. Because the Raw pay-per-view next month, not this month, but next month, is TLC.
October 22nd.
Also, it's in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Brock Lesnar's hometown.
And we know what happens with hometowns.
You lose.
He's not losing though.
Nah, we don't know what's gonna happen. So,
alrighty, that's it for the Leading Brand Smackdown Live Edition / Mamma Mia Minute. I'm Jeffrey Burtis. Peace be upon you, and hit that subscribe button. Tony, James,
comment down below. We will answer you, peoples. We love you, peoples. Please give a like to this video.
James?
And, of course, like, share, subscribe. You definitely know where that thumbs up button is. But if you go down on there, well, I guess you need a special guest referee for our fight. And guess what? I already know who it's going to be.
Okay, then. I'm Jeffrey Burtis, and this has been the Leading Brand of Stadium Junkies Media.